Hello, my name is Alea of Cozy Crochet Co, where I teach you how to crochet the cozy way. And in today's video, it's a very special video because I'm going to be teaching you how I make my weighted crocheted blankets. Everybody, all of my friends, all of my family want this blanket. Every time they see this blanket in the background of my videos or they see me taking pictures with it, they're like, Alea, I want you to make me a blanket just like this. Well, the reason why they are sought after is because I only make one a year. So I'm going to be showing you how to make this Toasty company blanket. That's what I've named it. The Toasty company blanket. Yes. So this blanket, I used Hirschner's Soho Colossal, and I'll be linking everything I use down below in the description box. Some of them are Amazon affiliate links, so if you click on them and you end up buying the product, I do get a small commission from it, and that helps out the channel a lot. So like I said, I'll be linking everything down below, but yeah, this blanket is a perfect home warming gift, wedding gift, I don't know, just because gift. Everybody will love this blanket. Now this blanket I made about 2 years ago for myself, and then after that everybody else wanted one. I've made this, you can make them in any size. I made this blanket like a twin size. I've made other ones that are like a full size, and I've made, my husband one was like a king size blanket. Now that took a lot of yarn, but it was super fun to make, and I promise you, once you start making these blankets, you're gonna want to make more. It's a very fun, and they work up really fast, and you can do them in so many different stripes. But before we get started with the tutorial, if you like crochet and yarn content, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also like this video so that I know you want more videos like this. Comment down below if you have absolutely any questions, and make sure you ring the notification bell so you know whenever I go live or post new content. Alright guys, let's get started in the tutorial. Alright, so for these blankets, you're going to need any big blanket yarn. Like if you wanted to get Barnett's big blanket or really any big blanket yarn. I got the Soho Colossal blanket yarn from Hirschner's. I'll link it down below. It's not sponsored. I wish Hirschner's reach out to me. But this yarn is super fluffy. I got it in Mountain Green and Avalanche, and it's 100% polyester. And it just makes the most comfortable blankets in my opinion. Then you have a 25mm wooden crochet hook. You can get this from Amazon. The link and the affiliate link will be down below. You're going to need a pair of scissors to cut the yarn, and then you're going to need some embroidery thread or any type of like smaller yarn to tie the two ends together. It can match either one of the yarn colors. I just chose green because that's what I had on hand. All right, so for these blankets, you can absolutely make them any size you want. Like for this blanket, the green and white one, I made a full sized, and I used about 32 balls of yarn. But the thing to remember is you need to be chaining an even amount of number. This is pretty much just the linen stitch, and I use alternating colors. So go ahead and make your chain the length of whatever you want it to be. Just make sure that the chains are an even number. So we all know our even numbers. I have made this blanket in a number of sizes. I've made it in throw sizes. I've made it in twin sizes, full bed sizes, and a king size. And they've just been so nice, so heavy, so comfortable. All right, so starting off, after you finish your chain, you're going to skip the first 4 chains, and you're going to single crochet into the 5th chain. And we're pretty much doing a linen stitch with the big blanket yarn. And sometimes it can get a little hard, but once you do your first single crochet, you're going to do your chain 1, skip a stitch, and then single crochet into the next stitch. And then that's pretty much it. And you're going to do that the whole length to you reach the end of your blanket. So we're going to single crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and then single crochet into the next chain, and then chain 1, skip a stitch, and single crochet into the next chain. All right, so we're coming up on the end, and if you have chained the correct number, you will not have any extra chains. And so we're going to chain 1 now and turn our work. And by skipping chains, we have made chain spaces in our work, and that is where we're going to put our single crochets at. And from here, it's so easy and simple. So now we're going to single crochet into that chain space that we created. And then chain 1. And then in the next chain space, you're going to single crochet. And then that's it. You just keep repeating this. You can do it however wide you want your blanket and however long you want your blanket, and until you run out of yarn. And that's what makes this blanket so much fun to do, is because you can knock out a really big blanket in a weekend. Like, I've made a king size blanket in about a week, and it was the ultimate best gift. My husband absolutely loves his blanket. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I do my stripes. They're very simple, very easy. And what I do when I come towards the end of one color, I bring in the second color and I get my embroidery thread. I tend to cut this string very long because I do a lot of knots just to keep it secure. You can just tie these ends together or do the magic knot, but I prefer this way so that I know it is as secure as it possibly can. So I take the two ends of the yarn and I put them opposite of each other, as you can see, and I put it in the middle. I have a loop on one end of the string and the ends on the other facing each other, if that makes sense. Y'all can see it with the video. And so I take the loop and I put the two ends through the loop. And I tighten it down. And I make sure it's very tight. And then at this point, I just make a lot of knots going around the yarn. So you're going to see I'm knotting it right here just to protect that loop so it won't come undone. Make sure you pull it very tight. And I'm doing a second knot. And now I'm wrapping the string around my thumb so then I can create another knot around the 2 strands of yarn, kind of turning the 2 strands and tying them together to create 1 strand of yarn. This way you don't have any knots like in your actual blanket, because no one wants to lay on a blanket with a knot behind their head. Trust me, that's happened to me in my first blanket, and now I know to do this method because it lays flat. So this is what it looks like after I've done all of my knotting. It's very strong, very sturdy, and it lays flat when you start crocheting with it. And I'll show you now what it looks like as I'm crocheting with it. And you would just do this for every color change that you have, and as you can see, it's a seamless color change. Now you do have some strings hanging out, but you can just weave those in and hide them within the blanket, or you can tie another knot, make it really secure, and cut those strings as well. But yeah, you can continue crocheting along with the pattern as you normally would, and do this for every color change. So here I'm just showing you what it looks like later on in the project from the front and the back, and what you can do with the strings. I simply just tie it around another stitch to anchor it down. And I just tie a knot really tight, and I snip off the ends, and then that's it. So that is how you make my Toasty company blanket. It is a super simple and works up very fast, and is great for any home warming gift or just because gift. So that's going to be it for today's video. If you need any more information about the Toasty company blanket, I will be linking the blog post about it down below in the description bar, so you can check that out if you want. Other than that, that's going to be it for today's video. If you like crochet and yarn content, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also, like this video so that I know to make more videos like this. Comment down below if you have absolutely any questions. And I will see you in the next video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and remember, create something gorgeous. Bye, guys.